We are excited to be here with you today as we discuss how the Greene Center is supporting the career education needs of our international students, particularly those that are looking for internships and jobs in the United States. As a framework for today's session, we will begin with a discussion with how the Greene Center supports the career education needs of international students, then moving into a discussion around the competencies needed for internships and jobs and how to acquire these competencies here at Rochester. We'll end with a conversation around preparing and applying for internships and jobs in the US and understanding your work authorization. As an international student, what can be the hardest parts of the US internship and job search? Take a few moments to brainstorm and write down your answer. Often, the answers we get are that students don't even know where to begin, and that is where our staff here at the Greene Center come into play. The Greene Center creates opportunities for you to explore your interests. We connect you to opportunities to build competencies and experiences, build and expand your network, and practice telling your story through resumes, interviews, networking, and more. The Greene Center supports your career journey in a multitude of ways. This slide offers a broad overview of our services. Advisors are able to meet with you individually to support your search for internships, research, and jobs, exploring graduate school opportunities. Advisors can help you with applications and resumes and preparing for interviews. Career advisors can also help you connect with alumni for networking purposes. We also offer classes, including our Designing Your Life course, which supports students who would like a little more structure and support in exploring your interests, making sense of all the resources and opportunities available at Rochester, and starting to craft options that are unique to your interests, experiences, and goals. We'll talk more about curricular practical training, or CPT, but know that our office is where you receive academic credit needed for students on an F1 visa to work with employers and paid internships. Importantly, we are developing relationships with employers to connect students to internships and full-time opportunities when formulating our corporate engagement strategy. We incorporated a weight toward corporations that hire and sponsor international students. You can connect with alumni and employers through virtual, hybrid, and in-person events and programs that our team are creating. You can find these programs in Handshake under the events section. We are also helping to make internships, skill building, and professional development activities possible and accessible for all students through our different funding programs that we offer. Another way in which we offer support is through our technology partners. In our third session of our three-part series, we'll discuss each of these individually so that you can learn how to take advantage of them as part of your internship and job search. Let's shift now to talking about the skills and competencies employers are seeking that you can start building during your time here at Rochester. These skills and experiences, what we call the college competencies, are what employers and graduate schools are looking for when evaluating your candidacy for internships and jobs. This was affirmed through a recent 2023 report by the American Association of Colleges and Universities, where employers and graduate schools identified oral and written communication, adaptability and flexibility, critical thinking, problem solving, teamwork, and more as very important skills for the workforce. At the University of Rochester, our goal is to help you build these competencies through diverse experiences in and out of the classroom and on and off campus. Thus, to become the strongest candidate you can be, you need to be seeking out opportunities to build these competencies both in and outside of the classroom while you are here. This could include research, internships, virtual employer projects, on-campus jobs, roles within student organizations, and skill-building experiences like case competitions and hackathons. At the Greene Center, we can help you to these opportunities, as well as help you to identify and express how the activities you are engaged in develop the career-relevant competencies employers and graduate programs desire. When looking for opportunities in the US, there are some important cultural search norms to be aware of to support your success. So, what does this tactically look like for your search? With a competitive market, employers are looking for strong candidates who can articulate the value they bring to the role and the company they are applying to. This means you must be gaining these skills and experiences through your courses and academics, but also through co-curricular activities. As an international student, you are in a great position to share the intercultural fluency, language, regional knowledge, determination, flexibility, resourcefulness, and resiliency skills you have honed through your experience navigating your journey in the U.S. educational system. An academic major doesn't necessarily create a path for a specific internship or job. It's also about the experiences you have inside and outside the classroom that help you build skills and knowledge about the profession. Major doesn't equal career, but can provide a starting place for skills. Other places you can begin building skills is through non-cultural and paraprofessional student organizations, virtual employer simulations, and projects. Attending workshops and speaker series are also great ways to gain insights and connections. The Greene Center offers these regularly. A high GPA may get some candidates in the door for a couple of roles, but that is lessening in importance for many industries. Employers are looking for a well-rounded candidate who has experience both inside and outside of the classroom. In addition to developing a U.S. search strategy, it's highly recommended that you develop a parallel strategy, particularly in countries that have less stringent immigration policies coupled with plenty of high-skilled roles. Moreover, considering multinational companies that have international locations can be strategic in the event relocation becomes necessary. Building a proactive list of companies in different industry sectors that ideally align with one or two professions of interest that have a proven track record of hiring significant numbers of international students can further support your U.S. job search. Interstride and Fortune 500 companies are a great place to start building this list. Some companies may not be receptive to hiring international students. Company policies may restrict their ability to hire international students, or maybe they may not even offer OPT, knowing that they will not be able to eventually hire an international student. Companies may be hesitant because H-1B requires applicants and legal fees into the thousands of dollars paid by the hiring company. Also, companies may have to prove there was not an equally qualified U.S. citizen for a certain position for permanent residency. It's for all of these reasons, and because we want you to be using your time efficiently, that you should be researching and proactively developing lists of companies that hire international students. Interstride, Handshake, and Fortune 500 companies are a great place to start. And finally, fully understanding your visa status and work authorization, and then being able to address questions from employers about that status is critically important as part of your overall process. So let's talk about your work authorization a little bit. Knowing your visa and employment authorization status through CPT is very important. CPT allows students on F1 visas to work through employment training and paid internships in their relevant field of study. You must be authorized through the Greene Center for undergraduate students, and you must be registered for CASC 394I, a half-credit course. Graduate students on an F1 visa must work with their individual departments. The application process takes 1 to 2 weeks, and you cannot start working before you've received authorization. You will be eligible to work full-time for 20 hours or more per week over the summer, and part-time for 20 hours or fewer per week during the academic year. However, keep in mind that if you work for 12 months under full-time CPT, you will not be eligible for OPT after graduation. For more information, please make sure to speak with your ISO advisor. Beyond CPT, it is important to know your visa and employment authorization for OPT and the OPT STEM extension. This authorizes students with an F1 visa to work up to 12 months in the United States after graduation. This allows for full or part-time work before and after graduation. Any pre-completion OPT hours will be deducted from your post-completion OPT time credit. For more information, please speak with your ISO advisor. The STEM extension allows for students on an F1 visa to work for up to an additional 24 months of OPT. With the STEM extension, if you are eligible, you need to currently be working post-OPT, be awarded a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral level STEM designated degree. Your employer is part of the E-Verify program. For more information on the OPT STEM extension, please speak with your ISO advisor. Next, knowing your visa enrollment authorization for academic training is important to know. This allows students on a J1 visa to work or train in their relevant field of study. It is available at any stage of your academic program, either while you are enrolled in school or after you complete your academic program, as long as you maintain valid J1 status. For more information on this program, please speak with your ISO advisor. At the Greene Center, we know it's easy to become overwhelmed in your search, especially when you consider the job search process in the US can take up to 6 months to a year. By remaining flexible, starting early in your time at Rochester, and being proactive in your efforts, you can work towards your search goals. Employers are looking for skills, experiences, and accomplishments acquired both inside and outside of the classroom. So you must seek out extracurricular opportunities. Similarly, talking to professionals working in the field can give you a competitive edge on understanding the field along with opportunities that might be available. There are many external factors that impact your search success, so identifying diverse companies that hire international candidates and building parallel plans can support your success in the event your initial plan needs to be revised. And importantly, partner with a Greene Center advisor to develop a plan early on in your academic journey. We would love for you to join us for parts 2 and parts 3 of this international student search series. On this slide, you'll see contact information for the Greene Center located on the 4th floor of Dewey Hall. We hope to see you at the Greene Center soon.